Good morning, Mountainside Church. It's so good to be here with you this week for devotions. So for devotions, we are going to be looking at the miracle with Jesus and the 5,000, feeding the 5,000 with the 2 fish and the 5 loaves. It has always been so encouraging to me. It's filled with so many lessons, and I really wanted to do a bit of a deep dive in that. So all of you know the miracle. So Jesus was preaching to a crowd that was numbered with 5,000 men. That doesn't include women and children. And he tells the disciples to feed these people. The disciples are like, God, what? Like, are you mad? We have nothing. I mean, to feed them is going to cost us a year's wage alone just to feed them in this one day. And we do not have the food. Like, what do you expect us to do? They're almost like, Jesus, you're the man, like, perform the miracle. And Jesus sees a little boy passing with 2 fish and 5 loaves and says, bring that boy to me. And then in front of the Lord, in front of all the people, he breaks the bread and breaks the fish and praises God and blesses it before the Lord, and then gives it to the disciples and tells them to hand it out to the 5,000. And they go and they feed the 5,000 with literal 12 baskets leftovers of food and fish for enough people, which is an incredible miracle. But it always really blesses me. And there's a couple of lessons, but the first lesson I really wanted to teach you today, or to share with you today from that sermon, or from that series in the Bible, is that God will always put you in a place where what you need to do the things that he has called you to do, you do not have enough of. Or there is this gap between what you need and what he is saying to you to do. Like he is saying to you, go and feed 5,000, but there is only 2 fish and 5 loaves. There will always be a gap between here and there, regardless of whatever it is, whether you're chasing a big dream of God, trying to do the things that God has called you to do, or even just trying to get to the next step, or even just trying to be Christ-like. Even that in and of itself is a huge thing that we need God in. And God places us in a place where we are not sufficient in and of ourselves, where we need him, because it's in that gap between here and there where miracles are made. You know, if we had everything that we need, we wouldn't need God. If we had everything that we need to do the things that we're called to do, God wouldn't be involved in the process and wouldn't be able to show up in a form of a miracle for us. God places us in places where we need miracles, because that's where he moves and that's where he operates. And also, it's an incredible space for you to grow in your faith and learn to have a faith that pleases God. Well, I hope that this blesses you today, and I cannot wait to see you again on Wednesday. Have a lovely week. God bless you.